Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Richard, the Mormon Gamer. Thanks for being here today. So today we were going to kick start here in a classic challenge, and so I'm going to be using a deck and kind of teaching how to use it as well. It's a pretty popular deck that you've probably seen before, and here it is. So it's the Golem deck with the Electro Wizard as support behind the Golem and the pump. So those are the three key elements. So you want to make sure you're always pumping, push with the Golem, and make sure to have the Electro Wizard behind it in case you face any Inferno Towers. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. Nope. I thought there's going to be a donation. So we're going to start with a classic challenge. So I know a lot of you guys out there don't have the money for a grand challenge or anything. Personally, I don't really want to spend all that money. So what I'm going to do is just kind of show you guys how to get through classic challenges pretty well and to get 12 wins. So we had a nice start here with the pump. So that's always very nice. And he dropped his Sparky in the back. So I love having the 1 elixir skeletons because that can waste the Sparky's thing right here. So, and boom, sweet, cool. So now we'll be able to take the Sparky out pretty easily and have a decent push on our way. So this guy it doesn't seem like he has tournament standard cards, but he does have an Ice Wizard, so that's pretty cool. And he's actually going to go ahead and push the Golem. So I was going to pump. Actually, I'm still going to pump. I feel like he used most of his elixir to defend right there. And I'm going to try to take out his Ice Wizard and then see where we can go from there. So yeah, like I said, the poor guy doesn't have completely maxed out cards, but we are able to drop 2 Electric Wizards there. So hopefully both of them stay alive. Yes, they do. And looks like we're back to our pump cycle again. So like I said, the key to this deck is to always be pumping. Ideally, if you have 2 pumps, you're pretty solid to make a push. That's what I strive for, to try to get 2 down before I make my big push. And I'd honestly would like it better towards the double elixir time at the 1 minute mark, but we had 2 and we really didn't have anything else to play, so we're going to get going. So we drop our Golem, and he dropped his Golem as well with his Ice Wizard supporting. So he's kind of trying to do the same style as we are, but you don't really get too much out of the Ice Wizard, especially since it is just a card that slows down. It doesn't really have a lot of damage, but he was able to handle that pretty well. But here's where the 2 pumps come in, because when he finally has elixir to put down his Ice Wizard, we're already dropping our second Golem. And as you can see with the Electro Wizard in the back, he's going to be perfectly okay and survive, unless they put something back there like they just did. But we were able to take the tower, and so I would much rather have the Electro Wizard die and take a tower than anything. So it looks like we're going to have this win pretty easily. What I'm going to do right here is go ahead and start pushing his second tower, put some more pressure on him, and that actually worked out perfect because we pulled the minions and they're not going to end up taking our tower. So 6 seconds left. Looks like we got this. First win of the video, so that's pretty good as well. Say thumbs up. Good game, him. Good job, Tomas. Cool. So that's pretty much the basics of this deck. So we'll go ahead and get another one started. Cool. So we are going to be playing the 542 from Guided Heroes. Give him a good luck. Give him a thumbs up. Let's have fun. Hopefully, sometimes when I feel like I do that, I am taunting a little bit, kind of like, haha, good luck beating me. But I honestly don't mean to. It's just having fun, you know. Good luck. Whoever wins, wins. May the best man win, you know, sort of deal. But cool. So he's going to play a giant, and the giants are tough, and he's going to support it with the minions, but luckily the dragon was able to take it out. So cool. So he took quite a bit of damage from our tower, but the thing I like most about this deck is even if you lose a lot of health from your tower, like, you're still in it, especially if you're able to pump. And so he's going to do that. So he has a Hog Rider and a giant in his deck. So that's pretty interesting. So Electro Wizard able to take that out. Let's see if he gets a shot. No. Cool. So he's going to Fireball there. And because I know he's low on Elixir, I'm going to push this way. So I'm going to push opposite of the tower he's been wanting to go and force him to have to play some defense on this side. So like I said, we definitely have the elixir advantage with the 2 pumps. And with that fireball, I'm pretty sure that put him to low elixir. So I'm going to drop the baby dragon in the back. And so he's going to go that way, which I am totally okay with because we have that. And so he's pretty much giving up on that side. And so we pretty much got this tower easily. But the one thing I love about the 1 elixir skeletons, they take out musketeers like that easily. It's pretty awesome. So he tried to zap it. It was a bit too late. And from what we see on the left tower or right side, we've taken out his tower. So our left tower is doing pretty weak. He has the hog riders, yep. And so I was about to say I wouldn't be surprised if you go in and push it, but that's totally okay because, like I said, with this deck, it's totally fine to lose health early. So we still have a minute left, and we have a lot of elixir to use. So we are going to drop that, and then our golem is kind of getting shredded right now, but we've got a lot of support behind it, so that's going to be really nice. So he had to use Zap and Fireball on that, and we're going to just add a little bit more pressure and drop another Golem. So I think that's our 3rd one this match, which is pretty insane. But yeah, it looks like he's stuck. Has some Desperation arrows, Desperation Fireballs, Desperation Zaps, and he's giving an angry face. I'm just going to say, good game. I'm not going to be rude and say well played or thumbs up or laugh, and I know he's taunting with the good luck, but I'm just going to say thanks just to give him the benefit of the doubt. So donate there. Cool. So yeah, so we've played some pretty popular decks in the sense where that Golem deck I've seen a lot, and for some reason the giant Hog Rider deck with the Musketeer is becoming really popular on the ladder as well. So it's not one that I personally would like to use for the simple fact I'm not a big fan of the giant. But hey, it works for some people. So cool. So right here, things are looking a little scary with all his pushes over there, but looks like the baby dragon just shot a fade away and was able to take some of that Skarmy out. So cool. So yeah, he has a high pressure deck. So he has a cheap deck. I think it's about 3.0 from what I remember just facing this deck previously before. But the point of this deck is to just kind of cycle and to bait your zaps, to bait your Skarmy, to bait the Goblin Gang. Wow, I can't believe I forgot what it was called. But so he went ahead and poisoned, but he made a big mistake and he didn't poison the pump. So I have 2 solid pumps right now, and I'm going to go ahead and push on the right side. So one thing to note, when you lose a tower, you don't want to push that side because they can drop troops right over you. So like for example, he has the Goblin Gang. He could have just surrounded it immediately, but this way he can't do that, and I can play something like a baby dragon and get success that way. Cool. And I'm going to get rid of his princess. I shouldn't have. Dang it. Cool. So yeah, so now our dragon's getting targeted, which is a little unfortunate, but he's kind of scrambling with what to do right now at this point in time. So we're going to drop another one because we still have 2 pumps for another second or so. And cool. So he sees the advantage he's getting with the pumps right now. We're getting with the pumps, and he's not liking that at all. So this is why the E-Wiz is in the deck, but as you can see, I played it a little late. But I think we're still going to manage to take the tower unless he plays something. Dang it. Yep. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but we've got a little bit of a push here. The Golem's going to explode, but he's going to kill everything, and check this out. Boom, boom, and that tower is gone, and we only have 702 damage to take care of on the other tower. So we are going to drop these things, add a support for our towers to help take them out, and it looks like we have this. So it's always fun to drop a Golem in the deck, or in their base. at the end, and he made the mistake of playing his princess a little too far forward. But we only have a little bit more, and let's see if that can take it out. If not, one more lightning will take care of it. Or honestly, no, I don't think a log will because of the buff. Alright, nerf I should say. But yeah, let's see. Yep, so it got nerfed a little bit, but our lightning should be able to take care. As long as he, yep, that's sweet. I would say as long as he doesn't put anything where I'm trying to lightning. So there we go. Good game, well played. So cool. So that's the basic of how the deck goes. For these videos and for a lot of other videos, I'm just going to kind of go through just decks, mechanics of the decks, and just how to succeed with them. So I know a lot of people don't have the Electric Wizard, and another thing you can do is replace it with the Mega Minion. But yeah, the Golem, if you can get it to level 4, honestly, if you can get it to level 3, that is totally fine. And I know some people don't have a log. I'd probably replace it with a Zap. Honestly, maybe even arrows, just because a lot of people use minions, and a Zap wouldn't kill a princess. So probably arrows I would use. It doesn't make it that much more expensive, and I believe it puts more damage on the tower than the log, or pretty similar, I guess. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so here's the deck, guys. Let me know what other decks you want to see, and I will try to play them and do well with them. But I'll also make sure to use other decks too, so you guys, if you don't have high levels in these cards, you guys can see different varieties of decks that succeed in classic challenges. So thanks for watching, and tune in for the next video. Yeah.